Hello my beautiful friends, it's Millie here and you're in my channel Militsa Mind Voyages, and today's video is all about ego and confidence. I'm going to show you and to teach you the differences and how you can implement both ego and confidence in your life in the most natural and organic way for you. If you're the person who would like to break up with ego, this video is perfect for you, and I'm sure that you're going to learn so many stuff about yourself and how you can be a wonderful interlocutor for other people in your life as well. So without further ado, let's start with the video itself. What is ego? Ego is when the person serves the material world much more rather than having a balanced life between spirituality and material world. Let me explain to you what that means. Such person has a conflict between the spirit and the soul inside of himself. He's much more money oriented. He's one who chasing success, external validation, somebody who would like to be on the highest level in his material life, his job life, and everything what's going on inside of himself in terms of material gains. For that kind of a person, friendship based on interests or co-worker experience based on who is much more right hand of the boss is very common. Speaking a lot but not saying anything valuable and important. This happens because the ego inside of that kind of a person wants to be a successful human being, but the missing piece here is that success in terms of material gains life doesn't make us spiritual awaken. Spirituality can go hand by hand with material gains and our status in the society, as well as feelings can go hand by hand with our work life and what we want to gain as a human being in our external environment. On the other side, what is confidence? The personality here serves the sake of our soul. What exactly that mean, guys? This means that we still can have money, a wonderful job responsibilities. In addition here, and the huge difference between ego and confidence is that these material gains that we have as a confident person, they're in line with our nature as a human being, rather than in ego they're against us as a human being, because the soul and the spirit are not happy, let's say, are not happy with our external life and what we are doing in our life. But here, into the confident person, he's in line with both material life and spirit and the soul, and that's why he's a successful person. Confident person does not seek external validation. He accepts it, but he doesn't seek it. The confident person works on acquiring inner peace and balance both in his personal life and in his financial life. The mentality of a confident person rather than a person with the ego is that small steps lead to a beautiful destination. Confident person, he is not seeking for perfection in his life, he is not chasing the time, and he is not wanting everything to happen perfectly into the right and wonderful contrast, but rather than he is focusing much more into the small surprises in our life and what that small moments bring for us in terms of long goals. A confident person can be easily boss, leader, as well as he can be a regular employee and follower. He doesn't have a problem to change and to switch between positions because he's not feeding his ego. He's confident and he already knows that the job needs to be done no matter what kind the job is. The only rule of the confident person is the job to be in line with his human nature and organic values. If not, he's giving his best with small steps which are leading to a beautiful destination to become a fully version of himself into the years. Like he's building with small steps, he's not striving for perfection, he knows that beautiful things takes time and he's aware to pay the price. He can pay the price to make his life the way he would like to be. Let's say for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. He's willing to work on himself, not striving for perfection. Difference number 2. Ego plays with other people's feelings, with the feelings of the opposite sex. Why? Because of lack of its own divine nature. That's how ego nourished itself. When the victim, the one that feeds the ego of the person with the ego, move on, the ego loses ground and begin to suffer. When in the contrary, in that exactly specific moment, the soul and the spirit, they are celebrating success because finally they can be free of ego. But the person, because he's not aware that this that suffer is not himself but his ego, he somehow starts believing into the good in people, and he's searching for another victim who can feed his ego rather than to work on his inner world in order to contribute for confidence, to strive for confidence, and to make the confidence work for himself rather than wanting to feed the ego. On the other side, confidence does not play with other people's feeling nor with the opposite sex. Confidence is pure, is confident. Confidence knows his worth. Confident person, he's not afraid to speak the truth because this is a core value in this person, and from this core value he can create the life he would like to live, and with people that he thinks are the one who are in line with his understanding of life, family, relationship, co-worker situation, job situation, and so forth. Let me give you an example for this situation. I think this is a very common into our days. So let's say that you're a woman at the age of 30-35 years old and you're suffering for attention. Let's say that from 2 or 3 years you haven't had somebody in your life, or you didn't have a serious relationship, but at some point there is a guy who picks your attention, who starts giving you a present. He's showing you that you're important for him in some way, but from the beginning you don't have that magical chemical feeling towards him, and rather you prefer to keep him as a friend, but you simply do not want to tell him because you think that at some point he will be giving up on you, and you really don't want to because you're in ego and you like your ego to be nourished, even though when we add the fact you didn't receive attention from many years, right now is the time to feed that ego and to finally start accepting yourself and the one who you are. But of course, in this situation I would like to open a gap. This is not you, this is only your ego that wants another person to keep moving and keep showing how he wants you and the attention that he brings on the table, but you don't give him back, which is not fair for him. And the person of ego, as I said, he will continue playing this role of probably I like you, but I'm not sure do I like you or not. He's going to send fake signals to the other opposite sex just to be nourished, and that's how her ego is going to be fed, which is completely unfair to the person with feelings and the one who wants to show and to prove that he really have true feelings for us and he wants to keep us in our life. How the person of confidence in this situation are going to act. Here it's very important to mention that the person of confidence, he's not playing with other people's feelings. Let's say that in front of you is a woman who is confident in herself and who is aware of other people's feelings, and she's not playing with other people's feelings. So she's going to tell you from the very beginning, because first she knows herself, and second she's aware of your nature as well, because third she's in the confidence, she's not in the ego. And she will say to you that she really appreciates you as a human being. You're a very nice person, you're very kind. She appreciates beyond everything that you're doing to her and the way that you makes her feel, but she would like to be completely transparent with you, and she would like to explain you. She she doesn't have that chemicals, that magical feelings inside of her, and there is no chemistry between you two. That's why she prefers to be transparent and honest with you in order you to take decision. Would you like to continue meeting together? She doesn't accept you as a romantic personality, however she would really appreciate you as a person and as a friend in her life. And that's how the person of confidence are going to act, because she already know herself. She is not searching for people to feed her ego and to make their life a disaster with the time, because there is a wonderful song I love so much, and it sings, I just want attention, I don't want your heart. This song is amazing, guys. Listen to it. This song is wonderful. The lyrics is really top. Listen to that song and just allow yourself to understand that people are not objects, and we really need to be very careful in order how we end up relationship, or even how we go into the relationship, how we enter relationship, because the way we enter and the way we end up with our relationship, this brings us understanding, and this brings us outcome of our nature, the way we are, and that's what we'll see in our life in the future from our future relationship partners. Don't expect to receive a pure relationship with partner who value you and who is transparent and honest to you when you finish your last partnership with lies and the desire to slave somebody's life, which is completely unnecessary in terms of spirit and soul growth. Ego wants to be first in all costs. Ego doesn't acknowledge no as an answer. The ego is associated with powerful people who want to reach out success in any cost. Confidence, on the other side, is already first. It doesn't need to be proven. Confident person accept applause, accept success, but it doesn't seek for it. The success comes to this person by itself, by default. This doesn't mean that the person of confidence is not putting the work in order to attract the success. It simply means that the person of confidence doesn't chase success, when in the contrary the person of ego is chasing success because the desire inside to be on the first place always, to be there where the powerful people are, and to have that external validation example as something that is approval that you finally reach that success in your life. The soul in a person of success is not a slave to a matter, as happened in the person of ego. We're finally in our last and the most beautiful step, which is how to transition ego to confidence. First and foremost, listen to your soul. Your soul knows the answer inside of you. Do not try with your ego to interrupt the soul seeking, the soul voice inside of you. What that means? That means that work with what you have today. Make small steps, chunk down the work, the external work, but listen to your soul. Listen what's going on inside of you. The way that is going on inside of you will automatically show you how you should live your life on external level. Make sure you're not playing with other people's feelings, not with the opposite sex. Appreciate people the way they are. If you want to expand relationship with opposite sex, give yourself a try. But if you from the very beginning doesn't feel the chemistry and you just want to feed your ego and you just want attention, I don't want your heart, don't go with that person, because remember that the way you end up your relationship or the way you enter your relationship will automatically come back to you at some point. So what comes around goes around. Don't try to play with other people's feelings, because will come back eventually at some point to you, and you don't want that for yourself and for other people as well. And the final transition is make sure you're not chasing success. I know that so many people here on YouTube or at your workplace probably, they're telling you how important is to be motivated, to have that visionary vibe, to have that leadership positions inside of your mind, and to have that ideas that will bring you eventually to your highest potential in life. Yeah, this is very nice, but first and foremost, listen to your soul. Make sure that your personality serves the sake of your soul, and then eventually the success, all these beautiful visions that are inside of your mind, they will become your reality. And success with hard work, of course, but hard work, not slavery hard work, but rather than small steps and chunking down. And eventually at some point you will become that successful person, but successful person of confidence, not successful person of ego. Thank you very much, lovely people, for today's video. I really hope that I brings value to your life. Subscribing for Militsa Mind Voyages, you're going to enter the magical world of love, wisdom and truth, and you're going to support me beyond. So give me a thumbs up, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Mwah.